indecision begins in three, two, one.
All right, everybody, we are back with another episode of The Indecision. It's your boy Jay Escayo and Omizzi. What it do, everybody? Happy New Year. Because, last time we left off, it was 2020. So we in 2021. So Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, brother.
Yo, happy New Year's, bro. Man, what a nice way to bring in the year, bro. I had a great New Year's. I was in the Carolinas, got to
Nice.
enjoy with some families, man. How was your New Year's, bro? Was it great, man?
Hey, man, it was nice. It was chilling. I fucking ate like a savage, as always, because, lechoncito over here. But yeah, man,
All
it was nice.
day.
It was definitely different. It wasn't like your stereotypical like New Year's, like with the grapes and
Of
the
course, of course.
champagne and like the ball and the this and that. Because it's like this was the first time where I'm like 3 hours behind. So like I was already kind of in New Year's when it was New Year's for you guys. And then it's like,
Facts,
you
facts.
know how
I
like
I,
it's
I apologize for sending the message so early.
no, it's cool because in my mind it's like, oh, it's New Year's, but then I'm still stuck in back in time. But like, so like with the whole New York and that whole ball drop thing, since it's East Coast time, I was kind of like, okay, so obviously that happens at 9 for us, but 12 over there. So then when they would air it here, I'm kind of like, it was like, it's like, I'm not used to this. It's kind of weird. It's kind of different, but it was chill, man. It was chill. I'm just glad 2020 is over and I'm ready for 2021. And like we've been saying, man, it's time to hit the ground running and time to grind and get these damn episodes out.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, man, let's embrace this new year with good vibes, good energy, and just hope for the best, bro. Like what Americans do best, bro. We push forward, we progress, and we're just gonna keep it moving. And let's wish for the best. Let's wish for health for everyone. And man, just grateful to be here. Grateful to be here with you talking. And yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
Hell yeah, man. With that being said, shit. Since we're talking about the grind and the moving forward and all that, shit. What do you think are 2020's one of the bigger, or probably the bigger hustles of 2020, or things where you can make a nice little come up, or you know what I mean?
Oh man, like so, one thing I was witnessing, I would say stocks, and I did peep. I don't know if did Bitcoin kind of segue from 19 to 20. Like was 20 already kind of like the decline of Bitcoin, but right,
I
like
think it was in the 19s. It might have been kind of that era, but I do know it kind of like recently. It kind of like it got one of those high highs. But you know how it
okay,
always gets those high moments and then it goes low, and then there's like a
of
new
course.
high. So I know recently they had a high. Maybe they're falling now, but definitely I think 19 had a bit of the whole Bitcoin phase too.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, like, like off of those the hustles that I was seeing there, like, man, people were making some good money off of stocks, man. I saw some people like, living, we had to hop into different lanes and we had to
Hmm.
like discover different ways of income. And a lot of people, they're waiting on those stimulus, and we got those 1,200 a couple of times, but then now we looking at a $600 coming in, and that ain't the same type of money, man. So
Right.
it's definitely opened my eyes to different forms of income, different ways to make money. And yeah, man, so I would say I'll go with the stock market. To all those individuals that made that bread, man, throw your boy some advice, man. Give me a little something,
Give me a
man.
little something, something, you know what I mean? Like,
Come on, man.
teach me a little something.
Come on, man. No, what would you say, bro? What would you go with?
I agree, man. I will say that whole stock thing is it was a hit. It's probably been a hit a couple like for the past couple of years. I myself am kind of trying to tap into that bag with like foreign exchange and shit and like the currencies. Um, but I'm starting at the beginning, so I ain't shit beginner level, so I got a lot of work to do with that. But for me personally, I would say that OnlyFans grind, man. That shit, what the hell?
Big facts, bro. Big facts. That was and just one thing to elaborate on. OnlyFans doesn't necessarily only mean it's like content for sex workers. It was also
Yeah.
individuals just selling game, and other it was just
It
it
kind of started for like entrepreneurs and people that want to promote shit.
exactly like the initial push wasn't for it to be a site where females and males can go put their genitalia all out there, but hey, ended up turning into the new Pornhub. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, like they say we're in lockdown and stay home, so people been getting bored and profiting off of it. I mean, like shit. I mean, you go back from to ancient history, that's like one of the oldest professions in the history of the world. So it's like, hey man, if it makes you some money, man, it don't hurt to do it. It's not, maybe not for everybody, but shit. Hey
bro. But
man,
in these times, can you blame anybody?
hell no. I will not blame a damn person that's on it.
You
Like
throw the
I'm
dingaling
all
on
for.
there. You throw the dingaling on there.
Oh, well, I throw the gallo. So I will say personally, I don't see myself ever making an account. But like, if certain someone or needed like presence, POV. I got you with the POV. You could. I'll partake. If I'm making money, like what? Why not? Like, if the
Bro,
person is clean and this and that, I have no
of
problem with
course,
it.
bro. That income's serious, man. I was watching No Jumper, and I know Adam 22, his girl Lena the Plug, who's very known, and recently had a child, and I know she was pulling in some serious income, man. If you're in that, I believe it's usually going by percentiles,
Yeah.
and if you're in that upper percentile, bro, you might be pulling in 100 racks a month.
Yeah, yo,
So
stupid money. The amount of pervs and people that want to like see like beauty and all that other stuff is crazy, bro. That's a thing. And like shit. I mean, I personally wouldn't really do it, but if I did, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'd probably, I'd have an account, Juan Cock Van Dam 69, 99.99 a month. None of that cheap shit. Cause if you're really trying to see what I got and what I'm trying to bring to the table, you're gonna have to pay for it. I ain't throwing that shit out for the low. Hell
no,
no.
man. But apparently, what I learned from also Adam 22, where he mentions it a lot, um, apparently the lower subscription rates is where you build the most fandom because more people subscribe,
No, yeah,
and
of
that
course.
that brings in more of the income.
Hell yeah.
But ultimately, yeah, man, like we can't blame the hustle, bro. One thing we do
Not one
respect
bit.
is the hustle. So us being brand owners and hey man, we respect it's your body, do as you please. That's one thing we have to make it very clear, and especially to our women where, you know, men want to try to control and dictate what women can do. Nah, at the end of the day, it's because at the end of the day, women dominate that market.
Yeah,
And if
definitely.
they feel like that's what they want to do, by all means, respect, get your money.
Hey, like that good old saying, man, shake what your mama gave you. If you got the goodies and you ain't scared to like show it off, yo. Like, fuck it. Shit. I mean, to me personally, that's way better than 9 to 5 office job. Like, shit.
Hey, bro, and honestly, let's be real, man. A lot of these girls, from what I've heard, it's not even hardcore porn. It's just like, a little bit of nudity here, a little bit of
A little
nudity there.
fiddle there, a little fiddle there, here. Like, yeah, what people go extra and do all other shit. But I will say, how some people, like, let's say people will talk down upon the people who do OnlyFans and show their body. Like, if you really think about it, like, I'm not saying all of them, but there's people out here that they don't have any content out there or make any videos, but they got bodies and are doing filthy ass nasty shit. But this person's making money off of it, and let's say gets
Big
less
facts.
bodies because they're just doing a select few to make that content or whatever. So it's like she maybe get slut shamed and this and that, but in reality, the girl that's not out there but really is really out there, but you don't see it, is like, yo, girl, what you doing?
Girl, you could get that bag.
Might as well get the bag if you're doing all that shit.
Come on. Come on, man. And yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. Yeah, I gotta go with you on this one, man. That was probably the biggest hustle, man, and definitely changed the game. People were at home. People had that Jergens, that Vaselines. They were just going to work, and
That
you
coconut,
know,
whatever works for you, man.
hey, man, it's crazy out here, bro. It's crazy, but respect. Like you can't hate on somebody getting their money. You can't hate on somebody feeding their family. You don't know what
Hell yeah,
situations people are in.
definitely.
One person I remember because just the conversation has been brought up so much. It was Jem Wolfie, who
Oof,
bro she
yeah,
bought a Porsche. She brought a range,
she went ham.
and I believe she's in the upper 0.01 or 1 percentile, something like that. I heard, but
Hey man,
it's
you pay for that subscription?
oh yeah, Bobby, relax. I gotta, where's my sortija? No sé,
I'm fucking with you.
Nah,
No, but yeah, I feel yeah, she's up there. She's definitely in that top tier.
Yeah, man, definitely. And it's like, man, just, bro, this was a tough year. And, definitely everybody, like we said already, man, had to reevaluate their lanes of income, had to diversify and create new ways. And to anybody that feels comfortable enough to go out there, show their body, because at the end of the day, that shows a high level of confidence and, respect. We like, as we've always said, man, we don't discriminate here. This is a place, a safe place for anyone to come and converse. As we said before, man, if you guys want to get on here, talk to us, let us know. Yo, tell us what you feel, man. And honestly, we don't discriminate, man. Respect. We give respect where it's due.
Facts, facts. I agree with that 100%.
So one thing I wanted to ask you though, man, besides the OnlyFans, because it sounds like you've been watching some OnlyFans. What else are you
Hey
watching out
man,
there?
get a little bit lonely out here. What happened? What else? My bad.
Well, yeah. What else you been watching, man? Anything attracting? Since because we are those individuals that do follow the guidelines and try to respect. Because look, man, let's be clear, and we've mentioned this before, man. If you've had a family member that's gone through a health concern, COVID has really struck us, personally, and we understand that. Look, I'm not thinking about me here. I'm thinking about everyone around me, and I don't want to harm those I love, especially if they have pre-existing health conditions.
Mhm.
So like, since we've been at the crib a lot, man, what has been like any shows, movies, anything music, anything that's attracted you, like, to entertain yourself while we're in at home.
So let's see. Movies. I did peep the Wonder Woman the other day.
Ooh,
I was able to see that.
WW84, how do you feel?
It was all right. It was all right.
And what makes you say that? Because okay, I'll give my perception, but I
Hmm.
want to say it was better than okay in my eyes.
All right. So it might have been better than okay, but I think the first one was better.
Okay. I agree with that. I'm trying to be like understanding of like some of these shows and movies
Yeah.
now because COVID has fucked up a lot of the financials and fucked up just the ability to record and
Hmm.
do certain things that it could have been a lot better. But like my thing is, I feel like it had an overall good message. You
Yeah,
feel
the
me?
message was definitely there. No, no
Right.
ifs, ands, or buts.
Right. So that's fair to say. Like
Hmm.
it shows that maybe the greed in us can be something like horrible at times, and maybe sometimes we shouldn't be so greedy and more accepting of what we have.
Oh, definitely, man. That's for sure.
How did you feel about that comedic actress? Obviously I don't know her name. I know she's been in a few different like roles, and I don't know if it was Saturday Night Live, but how did you feel as her being like one of the main antagonists of the movie?
What was it, the blonde chick?
Yeah.
Damn, I honestly didn't know too much about her before then. I thought it was a little. I think towards the end it got a little weird. I think they went a little too far with it, but I liked how they were going with like. I would say that's like a different message. Not a different message, same message because at the end of the day she got greedy. But I liked how she was like a nobody, like the nerdy, nobody looks at type of girl, and then kind of slowly started evolving and kind of evolved a little way too much. But I fucked with like that role and that character and whatnot, except for that towards the end. That was like too much evolving.
A little too much spoiler alert, but
Yeah,
okay, but yeah, man, and look, man, I'm a bold statement. Are we ready for a bold statement? I don't think it's a bold statement, but it might be a bold statement to others.
maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Let's hear what you got to say.
Pedro Pascal, actor of the year.
Yo, my dog. I'm glad you brought that up because I've been wanting to like be like, yo, this guy's in everything now, or at least like in the pop and shit. And like,
Bro.
bro, shout out to fucking Anthony Diaz, aka Pedro Pascal.
Shout out to our homie Flacco, man. That doppelbanger right there. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure, for sure.
Doppelbanger or doppelganger?
Doppelganger, I think it is.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I always throw the banger in there. I'm just used to dropping bangers. You know what I'm
All
saying?
day, every day.
So yeah, man, I gotta say, bro, you know, from Game of Thrones, because I'm just gonna go off of like this shit that I've watched him in.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, and then Narcos, and then to
Hmm.
see him in Mandalorian,
Yep.
Excel, and then this movie, bro, he might have been that point that was just like, cause you know, oh, please remind me of her name, Wonder Woman.
Gal
I think it's
Gadot
like,
or whatever.
yeah, she's great. She's phenomenal always.
She's
So
phenomenal.
we expect,
Physically, everything, like, wow,
yeah, yeah,
wonderful.
and that, hey, and as far as casting wise,
Good
couldn't have
job.
picked
Hell
a
yeah.
better Wonder Woman. But but bro, he stole the show.
Yeah, man, he got to get in his bag, man. What I would say is, so it's like how you mentioned, like, fuck with him in like Game of Thrones or Mandalorian, um, Narcos. I feel like Game of Thrones and Narcos, you didn't really get to see too much of his acting.
Hmm.
Mandalorian kind of neat also because of the whole
Of course.
mask and this and all that. But then that little segment where you got to see him without the mask and he got to play like the, oh shit, this is new to me role. Plus
Yeah,
this movie, it's like, whoa, this guy can definitely get in his bag.
bro. Actor of the year, man. You know, hey, you guys can kill me for this one, bro. But I gotta go with my guy, man. It was just phenomenal, phenomenal. And when the greed got to him, and his eyes were bloodshot, and
But this guy was
every
bleeding out of his nose and shit. Like, the
bro,
hell?
bro. Okay, can I ask you something?
Hmm.
If you saw Buddy down the street, what would you have wished for?
Hmm.
Is it bad that I would say sneakers?
Yeah. So you can only say one thing.
I don't know, man. You gotta hold his hand for like 2 seconds, and then he's gonna take something away from you or say some shit.
All
But
right, cool. I guess something plain and simple. Since it's just one, because if it's more than one, I have a lot of things. But I'd be like,
if I had one wish,
can you wipe all my debt?
this guy. Hey, I respect that, man. Hey, that's a perfect COVID answer. You feel me?
Let me get a zero fresh start, like clean fucking slate.
Hey, yeah, that's a great one. That's a very mature. That's a very
Mature.
mature
You say
answer.
mature. Yep.
Yo, props, man. Props, yeah. But phenomenal job, man. You know, overall great message to children. If you, you know, it reminds me of a book that, you know, it's, I don't know, it was big in my childhood. I don't know about, you know, recent years because these kids right now, they're spoiled as shit. But I remember one book my parents gave me, The Giving Tree. And
Sounds familiar.
yeah, it was the one that like this dude would go to a tree, and every time the tree would give him something, and then at the end of the day, the little kid comes back an old man, but the tree is no longer a tree; it's just a stump because they cut it down.
Yeah.
And it was one of those like I can no longer give you anything, and
Hmm.
he's like, I just want a place to sit. You
Hmm.
feel me? And it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, it's like we ask, but sometimes, bro, we just gotta, you know, be happy with what we have and the simple things in life. And you know, this it's just it all correlates with COVID, and it's just like, man, it really brings back that moment of self reflection and understanding who we are. And you know, maybe we don't need to be so greedy, bro. Maybe we can be happy with what we have. Maybe we can just appreciate what we have.
That's for damn sure, man. Everyone needs to learn how to get on that page. Like, shit, I'm a hypocrite by saying that because I've I get kind of lost and I realize certain things and it's like, man, hey man, I'm one of those people that kind of you take shit for granted sometimes, but this year definitely helped with that. You gotta like really, really be grateful for the things you have and just count your blessings.
Facts. Yeah, definitely, man. And you know, sometimes I blame it in you know something that I'm not sure if we stated this in the past, but for anyone that doesn't know, one reason me and the guy who connected throughout our childhood is because of the fact that we're only childs, and you know, there's a perception, and you know, it might not be a wrong perception or stigma, but only childs tend to be selfish. You know, we're not used to sharing, so it's one of those things like, you know, sometimes we'll be greedy. Sometimes we want what we want and we want it now. And, you know, it's definitely, you know, these times to definitely put shit in perspective. And, you know, as we move forward, we want to improve as human beings as we near the 30 mark. It's just one of those things where it's like, you know, you start to just put everything, you know, in that space and really evaluate it and, you know, just try to better ourselves as human beings. That's the only thing we could ask for is just to be better people.
Yeah, facts, man. But so how about you, man? What's something that you've watched or fucking with right now?
Bro, so you know, it's obvious that you and me are binging HBO Max because you know
Hey,
that,
clutch came
you
through
know what I'm
clutch
saying?
with the
Hey man, hey,
max.
look, man, instead of letting all these companies take our money, let's just share passwords. You know what I'm saying? my guy over here got me with the ESPN pluses, the Hulu pluses,
Package
and
for
the Disney
package.
pluses. You know what I'm saying? So I had to throw him a little HBO Max. But right now, just because HBO Max is, it's just new, so it's just like you're going through all that content and really,
What's crazy
going
is
through
how many goddamn motherfucking HBOs are there? You got
facts,
your
bro.
goes, you got your nows, you got your
Right?
packs.
Yeah, man. So I think it's like, if I'm not mistaken, because your boy be coming from those home theater days where I had to sell some TVs and I had to kind of do
Fulano.
a little, you know what I'm saying? But I think HBO now is the actual app that you pay the subscription for. HBO Go is like if you have already HBO purchased with your cable company, and then you just
Mhm.
log in, and then HBO Max would be like this new thing where you're gonna get like pretty much
Everything HBO related.
exactly. And they've been taking a lot of like shows from other places. Like Friends is no longer on Netflix. I know Wifey loves that show, and now it's on HBO Max, so she's happy as fuck, so she can rewatch all those shits again.
Yeah.
And and then just like, bro, you get like, I'm sorry, man, but if you're a DC fan, because everybody's on Marvel's dick, but let's be real, bro. A lot of us, we were watching Batman when we were little, and we forgot
Yeah.
about that shit. Not us, because hey,
Yeah.
it's Bruce Wayne or
Hell yeah.
die. So but yeah, just on that, bro. TV show called the Titans. It's a very, it's all related to Teen Titans. Great show. I put the Gallo on. You know, hey man, how do you feel about it? I'm enjoying it right now. I'm only on season 2, but
Hey man, I'm fucking with it. And you already know, man. Once I saw my girl Minka Kelly on it, I was a wrap. I was sold. If I wasn't sold before, I was sold. It's a good show, man. I fuck with it, and I like the fact that it's like kind of dark and it's like gruesome and gory. Because I hate when it's like too like like
yeah, it's definitely in the R
yeah,
MA area.
definitely. I like that mature type of vibe.
Yeah, mature content. Not OnlyFans, but mature.
Yep.
Before it reaches that next level. But one thing I do want to tell you, so what'd you say her name was again?
Minka Kelly.
And she seems familiar, but I can't tell. Like, has she been in anything else? Because I can't think of anything that she's been in. But she seems so familiar.
So she was in a show called Friday Night Lights, where it was like a football show.
I definitely heard it. Yeah.
Movies, one or a couple, well, probably more than one or two movies, but there's like one or two that they're kind of maybe known, but I can't recall too well. The main thing for me is because that boy Derek Jeter, the guy, the captain, was able to get in on
Oof.
that, and that was kind of a fling back in the day. So it was always like, ooh, girl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And hey, let's not forget, man. As a partial owner of that jersey you got hanging up back there, you know what I'm saying?
Too sorry, too sorry. Even though I got to get the updated jersey, because that's the that
Hey, but that one, if anybody knows, if you ever saw anybody performing at Marlins Park and they were somebody, they were rocking that blue.
facts. That's a celebrity blue.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's a
sir.
celebrity blue for sure. That
Yeah.
one has some special, specialness to it. But definitely got to get on that new wave because that shit. Oof, we finally.
And it's Nike? And
And it's
you
Nike.
put the swoosh?
It might not be pinstripes and teal, but all right, Nike.
Hey, you never know, man. That pinstripes might be coming soon, man. You never know.
Bro, oof. Speaking of pinstripes, um, I know the Heat don't. I've never really had pinstripes, but man, seeing some of these teams bring back like their pinstripes is like, man,
So which one would you say is your favorite?
that's tough, bro. The other day I saw the Buzz City Charlotte ones, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
damn, that shit clean.
I think I
But
think Chi-Town got one too, right?
that one was like, that's probably like the OG classic because it
Yeah,
got like
yeah.
the Jordan, like those red pinstripes are too fire.
Hmm.
So that one definitely would probably be, that red and black combo is probably always the best. But aside from the red and black combo, man, I felt like that fucking Charlotte one was pretty nice.
Yeah, facts, man. And it's just, bro, Miami's in its own bubble, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
especially today after this W and finally seeing that vice versa,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna have to get it. I thought it
Yeah.
was maybe a little, I loved it. I loved it, but I couldn't see it on myself.
Mm-hmm. I still can't see it on myself. I still do fuck with it, but I think I gotta get the what is it? The baby blue first. I gotta get the
Oh
baby
yeah,
blue
yeah.
before I get this one.
Yeah, luckily I've managed to get, each one of them, but
You're a very
I've only
fortunate human being.
yeah, but I finessed all in weights, and that recent one that we had. I didn't think I would be able to get it in Wade, and I did. So I'm wondering how this is working because the shipments are kind of like pushed back, and it's you get
It's
your
always
jersey
it's
way
like
later.
each player is a little different,
Yeah, but
supply
I
and
need to see
demand
if
type
there's a
shit.
Wade. If there's no Wade, man, it's gonna have to be a hard decision because there's so many players that are deserving of a jersey.
Yeah, you already know I gotta get my guy the Dragon jersey. That's why I want to get the light blue one, but it's like, damn, can you even buy that anymore? Like, is it still out there?
Hey man, I think on Fanatics you can maybe see it. Maybe they might have them like on sale or something. But
I gotta
yeah,
check.
man, but just to get back into entertainment, man, as far as music, something that I saw, and me being one of those kids that I never forget the first time my pops threw on NWO for me to watch, and wrestling. My life was engulfed with wrestling for a long period of time because bro, that was just the shit, man. And especially then, the NWO WCW days, progressing to the WWF days, and getting of course the Rocks, Stone Colds. But I don't. You remember the Clash? You remember when all the Clash happened, and you had like the dudes from WCW because they were closing down, and WWE
Yeah,
bought it out, and then they were all coming and battling and this and that, bro. And one of the biggest heels from that moment was Booker T. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I got to see Booker T jacked up next to Bad Bunny with his little ponytails in his hair, had me hyped as hell, bro.
Can
That
you
song,
dig it, sucker?
bro, I'm about to
yeah.
hit a spinneroni if I don't knock this mic down. You know what I'm
Hey man, he could probably still do it, but he might not get up as quick. He'll probably be a little
saying?
woozy in the head, But
Right,
man,
bro. My guy looking like he could still hit the ring, man.
yo, for real, bro, that guy freaking still jacked.
Yeah, man. So it was great seeing that. Yo, Bad Bunny, always showing love to our WWE. If you're a WWF fan, whatever you want to consider it. But yeah, it's always showing love to like the roots, and for people like us and '90s babies, that's really nostalgic, bro. And I was glad to see that, bro. I was glad to see the homie doing good, and that's great to see. And I think he has a podcast as well. So if you guys are done watching this video, make sure to go check out Booker T, man. He's always doing big things too. So it was nice to see, man. It was nice to see.
Bro, that man Bad Bunny killing the game, dog. Like he shit. As far as collabs and like those legends, bro, I don't think anyone does it like him.
Yeah, man. And one thing I do want to say, because there's like these levels when it comes to entertainment as far as like music wise, and it's always considered to be, when you're a pop star, you're a
Mhm.
pop icon, you're in every area. You don't have to necessarily be like just hip hop,
Yeah.
just Latin trap, or just whatever. It's just like you're just beyond that because everybody fucks with you. And is it
Hmm.
fair to say that Bad Bunny has reached that point that you can almost even call him like a trap like star, or I don't know if people feel some type of way saying trap because of course the hip hop relation
Yeah.
to trap, but or a reggaeton star, or is he just pop? He's bigger. He doesn't have a
Yeah, bro.
box, bro. He does not have a box.
He's a fucking icon, bro. He is outside of that damn box.
And I remember when all this music was coming up, bro. I think I might have held Ozuna to like a different, like I was like, oh, that's the guy. That's
Yeah.
the guy, because he got the marketability. He got like
Hmm.
everything to go with it. This man can sing to you. He can rap to you. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Bro, Bad Bunny took it to another level, man. Is he past
Yeah.
Balvin in your eyes? And I know, look.
Tranqui,
Can I say one thing?
tranqui.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah. Get it
I
off your
need you.
chest.
I need you. And shout out to my Puerto Ricans. You already know wifey Puerto Rican, so I got love for the Isla. But you pull away your Colombian bias. I know it's hard for you, but pull that
Mhm.
to the side.
All right.
Is Bad Bunny bigger than Balvin?
That's a very hard question, bro. Because not only like they both were on the fucking Super Bowl halftime show
Facts.
with J Lo and Shakira.
And a
And
and
I
that
will
just
say one thing after you say this.
and that shows, because the Super Bowl is one of the biggest stages to be on, and to show that two Latin stars were able to get on there and really showcase their talents and for the public to go wild when this is an American-based sport where mostly white people watch,
Mm-hmm.
that's phenomenal. And I'll
Okay,
leave there. I'll
facts.
leave it there.
Okay, so the one thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it at that, because I don't think you can go wrong with either biases and not biases aside. But who is the only motherfucker? Not the only motherfucker, because there's a few people out there, but out of the two, who's got their own motherfucking Jordan shoe?
Hmm. Don't. Hey, Bad Bunny got a pair of Crocs,
It ain't no Jordan. It ain't no Jordan, man.
and he got Adidas.
But man, the
And if I'm not
Jordan
mistaken,
shoe.
I I don't know if he had a signature,
Mm-hmm.
but I think he was signed or had some sort of partnership with Nike.
But your own Jordan shoe. As a sneakerhead, what are you like? Would you, you can have your Crocs, you can have your this, you can have your
Well,
that,
bro,
or
look,
your own motherfucking Jordan shoe.
well, man, look. Let's be real. I came to a conclusion, and this shows that I'm nearing the age of 30. Crocs are comfortable as fuck. I I purchased my first pair of Crocs a month ago. So
Oh
all the people I
man.
gave that bad heat to about Crocs, I'm sorry. Those shits comfortable as fuck. Secondly, it's hard to say because I was there as one of the fools thinking that he would win a sneakers raffle or whatever sneakers
Yeah.
entry for the Balvins.
Mm-hmm.
And I sadly lost. If I had to say, oof, man, that's very difficult. But like as a sneakerhead looking at it, of course I'm gonna go with Balvin. It's like
Yeah.
you can't go against Jordan. But if I had to say right now, the way that I feel like he's touching particular people,
Yeah.
I gotta go with Bad Bunny, bro. Just
Gotcha.
in the overall picture.
Yeah.
In the overall picture. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. On a non-shoe aspect, yeah.
On a
I
non-shoe
can't
aspect.
I can't say you're wrong, because I'm not gonna say that, because he's definitely up there. Um, I will say the
But
credit
look,
to Bad Bunny, he's been around less, and like I will say, no one has gotten to where he's gotten as quick as he has. I would say, and like
mhm.
it's phenomenal. Balvin has been around
and
for a little
and
while, and he
and the
was
thing is being
underground.
him though, man, being nails painted, wearing dresses. I actually had this conversation over a bonfire with obviously my girl's family, which is Puerto Rican, and I asked that question. I'm like, why do so many people from the island love Bad Bunny when, let's be real, man, when you come from a Latin American country, a lot of them are machista and they don't tend to gravitate to that type of music, but he still has the respect of the island. And the answer
Yeah,
I received was everything he did was like in a way to show like respect toward a different aspect. When he
mm-hmm.
wore a skirt with the shirt, reflecting the young woman, the transgender woman that was killed in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he did that. He did the nails because apparently, they refused to do his nails while he was in Puerto Rico and he just wanted to do like a clear layer.
Yeah,
Different little aspects of what he did. He goes back and he gives back to the island. So it's just like, you know, you look at that and it's just like, bro, he changed the culture, bro. Back
yeah,
in the day, people wouldn't look at that and be like, yo, I fuck with that. Like, let's be real, man. We're in a more open mindset, but he did shit that was just different and people fucked with it. I fuck with it. You fuck with it. The
mm-hmm.
world fucks with it. American, white, black, Asian, anywhere you come from, everybody, there's a Bad Bunny song you vibe to, you know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah,
And it's just like that. That's what I'm looking at. Balvin, maybe it's just also that it's just like when you come from the origins of Puerto Rico,
yeah,
where like it's like people in hip hop when they look at New York,
mm-hmm.
that's where New York. Well, there's some technicalities, but hip hop was born in New York,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you know reggaeton, trap, all that was born in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
So it's just hard not to take the home team, like the OGs, and to see an island stand behind this guy who has that made Daddy Yankees, that made the Don Omars, that made
hell yeah.
the biggest names you can think of. It's just I gotta give it to him, bro. I gotta give it
Yeah.
to him.
Hey, but they don't call it the Isla del Encanto for no reason. Yeah, definitely those are like the beginners, and they started that, and like you have your Godfathers with the Daddy Yankees and the Dons and the Tegos and all those guys. But man, I'm just getting my little bias out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Hey,
shit,
man.
man.
Hey,
Out of recently, where did it all start getting popping again, and where did it all like kind of revolutionize and kind
yeah,
of blow up
definitely.
again? Like,
Yeah, he and yo, Balvin, and this is no knock to Balvin. He definitely kept it alive at a period where it looked like it was gonna be gone forever.
yeah,
Because there was a moment there that, it was some decent names coming out, but it was just one of those situations where, it wasn't reaching this level. And Balvin definitely got us back there. And, with the assistance of some Nicky Jams and,
hell yeah.
like some great artists and, but, hey, two great artists just for the
What's
sake of
crazy is like
conversation.
I think like so they're both different, obviously, but they're both like kind of really the same in the sense of like they attract the masses. Like, bro, they're about everyone,
They're
LGBT,
superstars. They're both
everything.
pop icons.
Yeah, definitely. Like I fuck with the fact that they fuck with everyone, no beefs with nobody, man, woman, like trans, all that. Like they've got everyone's support, and they're both the same in that aspect. Bad Bunny might get a little weirder with it, like he's a little more out there, even though Balvin's gotten out there recently. Like,
Eccentric.
hey, yeah, exactly. But yeah, definitely as far as Bad Bunny, I would say he's kind of like the male modern day Lady Gaga type of vibe. Like when she took the world by storm and she was the weirdest, differentest person out there. I
And
feel like
she
that's
she
Bad
made
Bunny
like
now.
she made people want to be different. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to be the norm. I don't want to be that regular ass person on the street. I want to stand out.
Yep.
Facts, man, facts. And you know, since you tickled my sneaker head, you know, got me thinking. So now, we gotta bring up the kicks, bro. We can't just like leave that there. We gotta bring up some kicks, man.
Hey man, get it. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
Man, so for anybody out there, 2020 was a rough year as far as getting kicks, like in the aspect of winning raffles, getting entries. Not for these people with the bots able to lock in 30 pairs, 100 pairs, whatever.
Lucky ass mofos.
You know what I'm saying? And it's all for the resale. And, I'm like, as someone that's, been a part of the culture for over 10 years and I really enjoy collecting sneakers. It's sad to see the culture head this way because, you like to see the shoes land in hands that people, really want, not just to sell them. And, people got to drop $500 for a pair of shoes that they shouldn't drop that much for. And, it's one thing that I recently read and, really, really brought up something in my head because it's just like, it's crazy if this was true, but, it brings even more respect I have for this man. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. If he was really going to leave Nike, because of the lack of support that Nike was putting behind his shoes and the lack of, it's just they were too busy, into Jordan Brand, into all these other
Yeah.
lanes and not putting forth the effort into Kobe's. And if he was really going to leave to just make his brand flourish, and obviously he had the Mamba Academy and all that, so he would have had like perfect ways to just really put all his his stuff out there. It's just crazy to think that maybe if Kobe was still alive, we wouldn't have seen Kobe with Nike.
Right? The world will never know.
Yeah, and if that were to happen, if it were, because you know, um, Kobe Bryant's widow, Vanessa, she's stating that she's working on trying to see if there's a way to make the shoes more available and certain things like that, and if she can
I
finesse.
saw. That'd be dope. That'd be a hell of a move by her if she pulled that off.
Yeah, man. So it's one of those situations where it was crazy to read that, just being like, because like Kobe's, before LeBron became that athlete, Kobe dominated that market, even though he came from Adidas. Like, as a
Yeah.
player that hot brands
Mhm.
necessarily, and the only other name I could put in like right now coming up in my mind is Dwayne Wade,
Yeah.
that could hot brands but still maintain like people buying his shoes and all that. And anybody that wants to talk shit about Dwayne Wade, don't look at lending sales only in America. Look
Yeah.
at what it's done globally, and you're gonna open your eyes and realize what the brand has done. And shout out to Jimmy Butler also coming into the team, lending. And yeah, man, sneaker crazy year. A couple things I wanted to mention. Anybody that's going crazy for some dunks and you don't want to drop like 300, 500 resale and you can't win a damn raffle. Right now, Nike is doing limited ID, I believe, of the dunk lows where you can create your own Nike dunks. I already made like 8 of them, and just waiting for that shit to hit the store, and I'm gonna add my size and cop. And it's only going for 120 retail, so make sure to check that out. A lot of kicks coming out, man. I think we got a few dunks coming out initially this year. We got the Ray Gun Air Forces, Blazers. A lot of heat, man. And this is not for the hype beast out here. This is like those genuine sneakerheads that really fuck with the kicks, man. So if you know about the Ray Guns, if you don't know, it's a little guy, alien guy shooting a gun with the basketball. And if you ain't about it, you ain't about it. But yeah, man, sneakers definitely popping, bro. And bro, it's the time we all been waiting for. Let's get down to some sports. Are you gonna address the elephant in the room? Or
The elephant. All right. I'm going to give a round of applause to my boy, to the luckiest GM of Week Fantasy 1 basketball. Round of applause. Round of applause.
First off, I want to thank God. I want to thank my parents for making me, love sports. I want to thank my wife for always supporting me while I watch these games every single day. Look, man, your boy was down and out. I was sitting there crying. I was sitting there like, bro, this guy's really going to whoop my ass in the first week of fantasy. But somehow, some way, I made it, bro. Oh, no, I am because AD was gone.
AD and John Wall. Let's just say he beat me square. Not fair and square. He just beat me square.
Hey, man. I take it. Sadly, we're doing the categories, so it's not a technical W. It's just like
it's just like you take it for that week and you got more. Yeah. So
exactly.
Try to get all those damn W's so you can make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, man, and it was a rough week. I'm glad to see week 2. You and me, we both persevered, and
I barely did, but yes, we did.
Hey, man, I don't, and your opponent wasn't too great, but somehow, some way, she managed to finesse
some of those players, man, especially Russ. God,
oh, facts.
It's a walking triple-double right there, man. That's a beast
right?
to have on your team,
bro. That's literally team light skin, bro. I think she picked up every light skin player you can possibly get. Right. I don't know if she really knew who she was picking. Right. She definitely picked the names that were the most popular.
Her strategy was probably like light skinned and like Texas based.
Yeah. Light skin, Texas, has been on TMZ, because I think she got Carmelo too.
Right. You picked them up later on.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where it's like, hey, props to her.
Interesting group of individuals she has on that team.
Right? She got the Tyler Heroes, the little snarls, you know what I'm saying? she got interested with all that. So, hey, man, team light skin, team TMZ, team whatever you want to call it. Hey, she put up a fight, bro. Best believe when she go against me though, she's gonna be struggling. So, hey, we leave that there, man. But yeah, man. How do you feel about Wall calling himself the best blocking point guard in the league?
Oh man, I'm not gonna say he's wrong, but because point guard, man, he kind of does kill it with. I'm not gonna say guard. Hell no, I'm not gonna say guard.
Oh,
because you already know who it is. But he did say point guard, so I will give him credit on that. Because if he would have said guard, then there's beefs. But point guard,
he can even compare to because obviously the GOAT, D Wade, but Jordan I think is even way above him too, and there's definitely a way, Guard. So in that aspect,
he's declaring himself as point guard.
Yeah, so there
might be people above of him, but as far as him saying point guard, I don't want to disagree. I will say he's been hurt for way too long, so he's got a couple of years to catch up and continue doing his thing. But he's nice with it, man, bro. Like John Wall is a baller. He is that dude.
But can I the one person I would challenge it, and definitely we would have to maybe for next podcast we'll go research a little bit and we'll come back with some facts.
Mm-hmm.
But why do I feel like Russ might be in that conversation?
Oh, Russ is definitely in that conversation. Right? I feel like him, before the injuries, I feel like there was that era where Russ and him were kind of
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Guys that are if you want to get the black court on NBA 2K, it's ooh, who's gonna be your point guard?
Facts. Yeah, man. Because when he said that, the first thing that came, like, I need to see the stats.
Yeah.
I need to see what's good with Russ because yo, that man's a high flyer.
No, yeah,
And
Russ is like, bro, that guy's Mr. Stats, bro. That guy will give you everything. Maybe like the field goal
everything.
percentage might not be the greatest, but as far as everything else, bro, shit. He
That's
got
why. That's why they gave you a hard time last week, bro.
Man, I'm like here because I have like the one of the players from Washington, but then when I see Russ gets every damn rebound, every damn point, every damn assist, it's like, bro, really, you can't do this shit next week?
Yo, for real, man. And segue from that, how do you feel about and it hurts. How do you feel about the slow start for the Miami Heat?
It sucks, man. But hey, man, look, we made it to the finals last year. No one saw us doing that, so it's still early. It just sucks because I was going with the mindset maybe like we'd still be kind of hot because it
Mhm.
just it didn't end that long ago. But hey, we got a couple new pieces. It's gonna take some time. Jimmy Butler freaking gave everything, so he still got to kind of get a little
Of
get his
course.
legs and his lungs and his
Wear and tear,
whole
man.
yeah. It's
Serious.
gonna take a little time. So I ain't worried. I ain't worried. I'm not fucking with it, but I know it's gonna come in due time.
Yeah. Hopefully everything falls in line, man. And I'm really glad to see like Avery Bradley, getting in the rotation.
Yeah,
Believe he fell into some protocols, but COVID protocols. But it's nice to see him kind of getting in the rotation a little bit and seeing what happens. I'm kind of disappointed with what's happening with Nunn. And it's
man, even since that bubble last year, bro, it's kind of like I'm not gonna say like I'm done with none. He was nice, he did his thing, top 3 rookie of the year type candidate, but it's like bro, does he not have it anymore?
we're just not giving him the shot.
I don't know what it is, man, but it's
Because
like it is not the same.
his minutes are limited, man.
Yeah, hey man, Spo sometimes, the minutes be low for some players, and it's like, what's going on?
Facts.
I will say one thing though, it's very true. Miami Heat do run on Duncan.
Yeah.
When them threes ain't falling, bro, there's a good chance we kind of probably losing.
Bro, we need to spread that court, man.
Yeah.
And the one thing with Nunn is like, and I don't want to say this, but like it's what I'm thinking. I kind of like if this was the case, I wish we would have traded him while he was hot.
Oh, definitely. I agree. It would have been nice to have like gotten something in return when we could
Like
have.
some sort of assets, you know what I'm saying?
Now it's going to be hard. We'd have to package him with something else. But I will say, I will Winslow his ass any day of the week. I'm not saying I'm done with him, but if we can get a piece that could help us, deuce.
So,
Deuce.
so I'll say something. Like obviously this would never happen, but if like there was an opportunity for just like a exchange player type shit,
Mhm.
would you exchange Nunn for Richardson
Yes.
in a heartbeat? Right?
Yeah.
I low key miss him.
I miss him every day. Every day.
Every time I see him and JJ kind of vibing on the Mavs, I'm like, bro, this
Every
is
day.
crazy.
It's like
Crazy.
the one that got away. Winslow,
Right?
cool, fine. I'm cool with it. But Richardson, bro, that's our guy, bro. That's the dude. That's Rook
Yeah.
2. That's
I
Rook 2.
hope some way, somehow, if the story ends with him making his way back.
One day, if he could, come back and rock the number 0 again. Sorry, Myers Leonard. I thought, you're cool and all, but hey, man, let me get that 0 with Richardson back.
Right, man. Shout out Jay Rich, man. Rook 2, man. But okay, and then the final thing, before we segue into another section of the sports topic, I have to look at the current records, but how do you feel about last time we checked, Suns having the best record? Something you expected?
Hey man, that one episode when we were talking about like, oh, so who's that team that you kind of like this and that, where you see might be doing good this year? I did say the Suns were gonna be like my team that I wouldn't
Hey
be
man, that's
surprised
pretty
if
much
they be.
the West Coast Heat, man. We got a connection with them.
You already know. You already know.
We got love.
All day. That dragon. Thank you very mucho.
Gracias.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Booker doing what we expected.
Mhm.
Saving my fantasy single handedly.
Literally.
And Chris Paul,
Point
come
guard,
on,
man.
couldn't expect anything less.
Yep.
So
And
yeah,
Crowder, bro, he does his thing. He does his thing.
consistency. That's
Yeah.
all you can ask for. Consistency. All right, man. The one thing I've been trying to avoid.
Oof. Are we gonna talk about the elephant in the room?
Just turn your head away.
It's not even an elephant. It's a wonderful water creature.
Even a little.
It's like one.
The definition of the season right there. Everybody. The definition of the season.
Oh, so sad, man.
All we needed to do is win. And if we didn't win, all we needed to do was have one of three teams lose.
And not a single one could lose. We live in a world where 10-6 is not enough. Jeez.
Bro, how does that make sense?
If they were in the other East, they'd be like the division champs.
It was heartbreaking, man. This was a incredible season to be a part of. I'm fucking around. But I'm still so proud of this team. Anybody that's out there talking shit about Tua, shut your fucking mouth. Because honestly, we didn't get to see the full potential of what he had. And if you want to see Fitzpatrick, I get it, bro. But we're here, we're now. We need to figure out what we have, the pieces we need, and we got to move forward. So yeah, I get it. Oh, Fitzpatrick gave us the best chance to win. Yeah, he might have. But bro, he couldn't even control the fact that he got into COVID protocol. So it is what it is. Tua's our guy. Tua's our guy moving forward. I'm glad with what we did. And Flores deserves Coach of the Year. I don't know if that's a bold statement, but that's truly what I think. And I hope we see that.
I think if he would have made it in, it would have been like locked in. He might still get it, but like he did a great job. He's doing a great job. The organization's doing a great job. And man, it's a tough one. It seemed like they were going to get it. They were doing something great. They were fucking rolling. That defense fucking saved their asses. They made, Tua's job a lot easier. They
Facts.
did their damn thing. Respect to them. And it's like, fuck, you're a team that's 10-6 and has the number 3 pick in the draft. That's scary. That's nice. And they still got their own draft pick. So it's like 2 picks, 1 in the top 5 and being 3. So it's like, hey, that's a huge, bro. The future is looking way too nice. And it's about damn time because it's been too damn long.
Hey, one final thing I want to leave with the Dolphins. Xavier Howard, I want Defensive Player of the Year.
Weapon X. And that just shows you, man. That's why they have the most expensive secondary in the game. They brought in Byron Jones. And
he got an interception in that last game.
He got his interception, but so it's like he does his part on his side. So they give it to X's side and pick, got you. It just works. It's phenomenal. It's beautiful. It's like the reincarnation of Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, some good old days. Some good old days, man. All right, man. What do you think? Do you think Larry Fitzgerald is finally done in the NFL?
Oh, that's a tough one, bro. That is a tough one. I think. So if you had to pick between him and I would say Drew Brees, because I feel like that's another one that could be like, are they done?
So like the likelihood of one another, like or just both of them in general.
We could say both in general, but I think there's like a higher probability of one coming back as for the other.
I think Brees is done.
I think so too, and I love the guy. He's a fucking legend. He's a GOAT, but it's like, dude, bro.
Me and him share a birthday, so there's always gonna be love there.
This year was rough, like, bro, just go out before something bad happens, and like just go out on top ish. Because this year was hella rough, bro. No one can discredit you. You're a champion. You're tough as fuck. Like, there's nothing to prove.
Yeah, man. I couldn't agree more, man. And Tom Brady's a fucking unicorn. Tom Brady,
literally.
You don't like, a lot of these athletes, even though statistically they might be, very comparable, but what that guy is doing can't be replicated. To be that successful at that age, it's tough, man. You can either be a Brady or you'll end up being a Favre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Toward the later part of your career. I think, like you said, best thing, respectfully, he's a GOAT. He won a Super Bowl. You can hang your boots. chill with your kids, and enjoy retirement.
Yeah. As for Larry Fitz, I think he could still run it. But hey, man, if he wants to call it, call it. But I still think he can run it. I still, they've got Hopkins now. They have this kid Kirk, freaking
It's a crazy
Kyler
receiving list.
Murray, Drake, and Edmonds. And if they add that's supposed to be one of the best tight ends in the draft, Pitts, I believe, is that Kyle Pitts or something like that. I think for him, it's like, bro, you don't have to be that guy anymore. You can just vibe, do your thing, be the leader of that locker room like you've been doing, and still get a couple catches. I still think you could still rock it for one more year.
True. I think the one thing that comes into play is the playing at that high like level. Like these certain athletes, it's hard to let go of like not being that man, and yeah, it's just bro. How do who would think at some point Larry Fitzgerald would be a third option?
Right? Insane. It's like, what?
Right?
Even this year, bro, it's like, like when we, like, let's say on a fantasy team, you need Hopkins to get all the catches, and it's like, yo, freaking Larry Fitz is getting like all these catches, and it's like he was still doing his thing. And I will say one thing: I think Larry Fitz. This might be bold statement. Bold statement alert.
Oh man, that's your first one of the day, man. I think I already got one off.
I'm gonna get mine off, man. But there's a lot of NFL players that we love that are great, whether they're on our team or on our other, like, non our team. But I think Larry Fitzgerald is the most likable NFL player in the history of the NFL.
Oh, I feel like if a survey was given to different NFL players and maybe teammates, I feel like they would agree with that statement as well.
Right? That guy is like, bro, he's a good ass person.
Yeah, and one thing that hurts to this day is the fact that he didn't win that Super Bowl.
Man, it felt like he did. Like, he was so happy, and he like thought you could see it in his face, his joy and happiness, because it's like, oh my god, it looks like I made it. I'm about to make it, and it's just fucking Santonio Holmes, bro.
Where I feel like after that, the tippy toe catches, before that used to be like once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
And then those shit started happening like almost weekly.
Yeah. Now that's like the new thing. It's like, oh shit, tippy toes.
Tap those tippy toes.
Shit. Even playing catch, it's like, hey, go next to the gutter. Let me try to get a tippy toe.
Facts, man. Definitely. Yeah, man. So, seeing this wave, seeing how everything ends, man, and those are two athletes that probably gonna have that ability to leave on their own. But what about Dwayne Haskins being dropped due to COVID, violations?
Oof, that's a doozy there. That's a doozy. But man, I honestly,
and
it's
they're going to the playoffs too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
right?
they won the division, and I'm not gonna lie, being like in the situation that my team was in, like a while ago, I was kind of content and I was happy with the Washington football team winning it this year, because I love Ron Rivera. He's a good guy. What he did this year is phenomenal. Like, I don't think has that even ever been done in the NFL. And to be dealing with the whole cancer and battling and getting freaking injections at halftime to help you finish the game, and the whole Alex Smith thing is fucking ridiculous. What he went through, almost losing his life, losing his leg, to come back, play football, and win the division. It's like, bro, it's one of those feel good stories, even though if it's your rival or not, for me personally. And they're not the Redskins anymore, so I really don't have that beef like I used to. I don't dislike it. Cool, good for them. I think they deserve it.
Yeah, and one thing also, I think we're witnessing a generational talent being born, and if they didn't already know, now he's coming for Tom Brady.
Bro, Chase fucking Young, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's one guy. Sucks not to have one of those on your team, bro, because that guy's
that's a super saiyan right there. That's a super saiyan.
That's like Jadeveon Clowney 5.0.
Yeah, that's like Saquon Barkley, like those players that you're only gonna see once in a blue, like once rarely. Like these are freaks, and he's a freak. And Brady, I wish, at the end of the day, however I felt about Brady when he was with the Patriots, at the end of the day, I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Brady, just hope your line protects you, bro, because that dude's a fucking beast.
Yeah, and he a savage.
Yeah. And and then the overall thing, like just because I was saying the Dwayne Haskins, it's very despicable to see someone, breaking the protocols that they put in place, knowing that your coach has recently beat cancer.
That's what makes it tough. It's not like every other locker room where it's a little different. This, bro, if you're gonna do that, like let's say on any other team, it's not okay, but they might be like, but are you kidding me, bro? This
Come
guy's
on, man.
fighting for his life literally.
And that's your coach, and he's a captain.
You're a captain, my G. How are you gonna do that? And I think he's done it before. I think this was kind of like his second incident where he did something.
Yeah, and it's like lead by example, bro. And you're gonna do that like that. It's just I'm not gonna say much on it, but it's very, very disappointing.
I would have said, like, considering they cut him, it was weird how they kind of like waited. He played, benched him, and then cut him. If it was like that, I would have just dropped his ass like from that moment. I'd been like, bro, done, deuces.
Right?
Not like bring him in and then deuces.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's just it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Overall wrap up of the NFL season. It was definitely different, man. Like
It's a wild one.
Yeah, right. It's very, very crazy, man. It definitely was no bubble. We can definitely say that.
So who would you go with as teams you're rooting for? I don't think I can have one specific team I'm rooting for right now, but I do have a few that I wouldn't mind winning.
Man, at this point, honestly, since it's no longer the Patriots,
fair game.
seeing Brady win a Super Bowl and it being at least with a Florida team, because I always got love for Tampa.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I almost don't mind it because I'm not saying it's just like I wouldn't mind witnessing history.
Yeah.
Like he's the GOAT, I think, right? Because he's gonna have more rings than Jordan if he doesn't already.
Does he have 6? Does he have 5?
So if he ties Jordan, but to do it for that long a period of time and just it's fucking crazy. But besides them, just like that's more of like I wouldn't mind seeing it. Man, I want Russ to get one.
Russ, you want him to get another one?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Sierra celebrating.
You know what sucks? It's like when you start thinking about these players getting another one, that's where it gets hard for me, bro. Because like, I wouldn't mind seeing Drew Brees get another one. I wouldn't mind seeing Aaron Rodgers get another one. And I wouldn't mind seeing Russ get another one because I feel like all those three deserve to be not a one-time champ, but a more than one-time champ.
Who's your front runner for MVP?
For MVP, oof. I think they might go Rodgers, bro.
I think he's the most deserving.
Definitely, because Mahomes obviously is the freak of the freak. He's like the beast of the beast. But he's got a team like no other, which is another team I don't mind seeing winning because they nice.
Of course.
But
hey, man.
Rodgers, dog, he does, not to say he doesn't have nothing, but bro, he doesn't have as much help as freaking Patrick Mahomes does.
Yeah, and at this point, it's just like Mahomes still has probably another 3 years before he reaches his prime.
Yeah, bro, he's still early, bro. He's still got so much growing to do that who knows? We might see like the first 10,000-yard quarterback. That might be much, but like
but still, definitely he has the talent for sure. Definitely. And bro, Rodgers, that arguably people could say they drafted a quarterback this year.
Mm-hmm.
God only knows what they had in mind if he fucking slacked. And
that was probably the greatest thing they could have done in terms of putting that fire in him. And he said, "Fuck y'all, I'm a discount double check, and I'm gonna do my damn thing again."
Hey,
hey man, I ain't mad at him, bro. He's a beast. He's a beast.
Props, man. Well, man, it's coming to a wrap right now. Should we leave the people with a top 5?
Top 5. Shit.
It's been a little while, you know what I'm saying?
All right, man. We could do a top 5. We should.
I'm gonna throw this one out there, man, just because we mentioned it earlier, man. I want to hear your top 5 favorite jerseys.
Whoa. So are we going top 5 favorite jerseys, like jersey, like a player jersey, or like a jersey?
Let me get a player.
Top 5 jerseys of players.
Yeah. Individuals. Any leagues. Any
Individuals.
leagues.
Any leagues.
And look, man, just for the sake of argument,
Even
'cause,
if you don't have them, like if you could
yeah,
get them,
yeah,
you'll get
yeah,
'em. All right, cool,
yeah.
cool,
Of
cool.
course, this is like one of those like you hit a thrift shop or you hit the lids. They got like a special deal and you could get something you want. But look, just for the sake of argument, because this will be probably really easy if we do it the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not keep our teams in it. Let's get out
Not
of the box. Let's get
out
out
of
of
the
the box.
box, so not our teams.
Yeah, and let's
All
explain.
right,
Okay,
cool, because basketball all day, every day.
yeah, exactly.
All
So
right,
one
I'm
thing,
down to get out of that box. Cool.
so let's just real quick, man. My team, so people know what our teams are and the ones we're not going to mention. So if you guys, don't feel some type of way if we don't mention. I'm a Heat, Marlins, Dolphins, Panthers, Canes fan, and
Heat, Marlins, Cowboys, Canes, Panthers not really anymore, but once upon a time I was.
yeah.
But yeah, so all right, let's run it.
All right, man. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I'll go first with
Okay,
one.
okay.
I'm gonna go with the baseball.
Mm.
I'm gonna hit it with the Ken Griffey Jr. Mariners,
Ooh.
number 24.
Oof. Okay. Nice. And let's not do no replicas. Let's keep it like a nice variety.
All right,
know
we'll
what I'm
keep.
saying?
All right, cool.
All right, man. So you're gonna hit that one. Me, man. It's an easy one. This is one I've been wanting in my closet for ages now. I'm gonna have to go with a purple. VC Raptors. Keep it
Ooh,
OG. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. Let me think. So we went baseball, we went basketball. So let me go. I'll go basketball for me. And I will go with the 3 before the 3. Allen Iverson. Unfortunately, I do not have one. But yes, that is one that I'll throw in there.
And your color?
Woo! That's the hardest of the hardest, because back in that day, the white one was fresh when he rocked the all white brand, the band, the black, the blue.
The blue was that limited sauce.
That's like
bro.
limited.
Like when you saw somebody walking with that in middle school or whatever, it's like, yo, your daddy spent some money on that one, bro. That's hard to find.
You got that exclusive. I guess I'll do that one just because of the exclusiveness.
Perfect, man. All right, number 2 for me, man. I'm gonna get out of the box, bro. I'm gonna go in my bag for this one, bro. I'm gonna go in my bag. I'm gonna go Yankees.
Ooh, he going with the Yanks.
I'm gonna go with the pinstripes.
The pinstripes and no names in the back, just the pinstripes and numbers.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with El Duque.
Ooh, I like
for my Cubans. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I fucks with the Duques. El Duque with that wind up. You already know he too nice with it,
bro. Oof. Yeah, man. So just out of the box, I'm getting out there. But that's definitely one I've dreamed of course, because of, the roots and the culture, of course, to see like some Cuban players make it out. And especially he was so successful in Cuba as a pitcher.
Yeah.
And then to finally make it out and do what he had to do when his brother was already doing his thing over here. It was great to see.
All right,
man.
So
number
I did
3.
a baseball. I did a basketball. Let me just do a little football before I start double dipping in my sports. Damn, that's a hard one. That's a fucking hard one.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit a football one too. You want me to take this one so you could get a minute? Because the easy decision for me.
No, I got one. I'm gonna say
break it down.
Just because this is one that's it hurts me because as a very, very big fan of his, I never got his jersey, and I know you have a jersey of his. I'm gonna go with the Michael Vick, number 7.
Ooh. Color?
All black, or not all black, but the black.
The black, the retro black.
The
his black or the
his black.
Okay.
Even though his red is fucking fuego.
Wish I didn't have that thing in such a small ass size. I think that's when I was still rocking kid jersey. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So easy one for me. The GOAT. You know what I'm saying? This man has a catchphrase of what he used to do to players defending them. Number 84, Randy Moss in that perp.
Nice. That hey, can't go wrong with that one. That shit fwig. That shit fwig.
And just to say how much like he's my all-time favorite receiver,
Don't do it.
obviously.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
Okay.
do it.
I'm not
do
gonna
it.
say
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
No. I didn't want to say it, but I was trying to be like genuine with the peoples out here. Look, man,
I feels.
the peoples. I was gonna tell you a deep, dark secret of mine, but the guy is my attorney here, and he's telling me that I must remain silent.
Remain silent. Just say you want to get the 84 purple
So
monsters.
maybe
That's it.
future episodes, I will bring out this dark secret.
Maybe we need to like go back to the drawing boards and get our shit straight. And now we don't want to like say some things.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So that's how many is that? 3?
Yeah, 3.
Let's go. I want to go back to baseball, but that's so hard.
I haven't even thought.
All right, let me go back. Let me just do basketball just because I can't think of a baseball one right now. Just because it's a very nice jersey, and you went with like the OG VC, even though he might not be remembered as a Raptor like that. I'll go with the cousin, with the T-Max, with the Raptors.
Man, you can never go wrong with that one.
Never. Just even though he won't be remembered as a Raptor, just for them to like start there and both be playing on the same squad, it's dope.
Yeah, definitely I fucks with, man. All right, man. Oof, man. I'm thinking. Oh man, I already got a purple jersey. You can't do that. All right, man. I'm gonna do this one for you, bro.
Uh-oh. What's he gonna do?
There was a certain period in my lifetime where I did have an infatuation with America's team. And I will say, at some point in my life, I was very close and very near wanting to buy a blue Marion Barber jersey.
Ooh, the Barbarian.
Saying.
Can't go wrong with that, man.
And something about those stars, bro. Something about those stars.
Blue and those stars, man. Say what you want. Talk your shit. Stephen A. Smith. Do your laugh, but you can't. You can knock the organization and the this and that, but you can't call those uniforms and those colors ugly. As much as you hate that team, it's just it's trying to be as unbiased as possible. It's like I just can't ever say like, oh, that's fucking ugly and doo-doo brown or like trash. It's a nice color scheme.
It ain't no Cleveland Browns, you know what I'm saying?
No brown, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go there, but
shots fired, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Shit. Let's go now. I really want to do baseball, but I can't think of a baseball that's not my team besides Ken Griffey. Even though there's a few, but I don't know if I would really want those particular jerseys. But let's see.
I feel like I'm just gonna end it with football, man.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end it with football. And I'm gonna go with another black jersey. And I'm gonna go with I was about to go a little new with it, but let me just keep it old school. I wish I could have gotten. Let me get both jerseys at the same time, but I'm gonna do a Ray Lewis black.
Ooh, make me want to go with the Ed Reed.
Right? It's like, oh, who do you go with? I want him, but I want him too.
Right. All right, man. And just to wrap it up, man. Final one. This is my favorite side dish. I had to go with the rice. Jerry Rice. but I'm gonna go with the Raiders black.
Ooh, the black and silver. Can't go wrong with that. Shit clean.
Simple, plain. You know, nothing too extravagant,
Yep.
but you know, it just hits different. It hits different.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, man.
One
And
day we can get all those jerseys that we just mentioned.
a lot of them are names were just like kind of like, you know, I was just thinking about like a nice little fit. You know, I'm like, what can I rock for some Jordans I got right now?
Yeah.
But probably, yeah. There's few, man. Like the Ed Reed was definitely one that probably more likely would be in my closet because obviously of the Kane roots.
Hell yeah.
The El Duque, you know, it was just one of those like I would love to like have up just because it's El Duque. You know what I'm saying?
Meaningful.
But in reality, it would be a Levon Hernandez for the Marlins. But you know what I'm saying? We didn't want to get in that bag. We wanted to be a little different, and
Can't do none of that.
you know. But yeah, man, you know, hey, man, great having this conversation with you today, bro. Fucking happy New Year's again. You know, yo, let him know who he is.
You already know we the indecision. It's our podcast. You know how we do. It's your boy Jay Escadio. Thank you for tuning in. Like he said earlier on, make sure you like, subscribe, send us messages, do all that good stuff, and follow our journey. We out.
Oh, Mizzy out.